Hello everyone. We're back with my Moleskine, the monthly planner, and I'm getting all my kind of things together that I'm going to be using because we are going to be looking for February. January is gone and now it's time for us to start working on our February layout. I'm going to start with the monthly, but here are some of the tools I'll be having as my handy dandy tweezers. As we know, some of my stamps are not stamps, my stickers are a little small. And there's all the washi tape that I picked out for January, February to use. I might use some book darts. I love those things. And let's see, what else am I going to have here? Also, you're going to see there's the honey ink stamps. I was saying how tiny they are. I really like this company. I'll make sure that there's information about it, of course. And that with a couple pins, and that's about it. But these are the washies that I previously picked out that I kind of told you about that are going to go for only January, February, and then I'll do a little bit of a change in March, but I'm trying to keep it very simple, kind of the same color scheme throughout, so it's not real busy for me. And here are a few of the stickers that I'll be using as we go through this. I'm going to put those over to the side. And of course the tweezers, because I probably will need them. I know it's a little ridiculous, but it does make handling those really small stickers so much easier. So let's just open it up. So where is February? Where are you, February? I know you should be here. That's got to be January, and next to it, underneath all those sticky notes, yes, is going to be my February. So all these sticky notes are things I've collected over the month for the past couple months, which are notes of things to be happening in February. That very top thing that I just pulled off is my to be read planning that I do. I usually do it for the month ahead. So I'm not planning for the whole year. I just kind of plan month to month what I'm going to read. But I do like planning it. It keeps me on track with some of my challenges and also gives me something to look forward to. So as usual, we have to remove all these lovely notes of all the things I want to add and know about in February. Now, as you can see, I keep my sticky notes to the front as I've always have, and I probably need to refill that actually looking at it right now. So we're going to start with February. Now, February is not a particularly busy month right now for me, but I do have a couple books for my fantastical February reading that I'm planning on doing, and those are noted down there, as well as my audiobooks and even my coloring transitions, kind of because I'm going to be moving into a couple new coloring books this month as well. So that is my January to be read, and I'm really happy to say that I've hit all four. I do have a couple pages left in one book, but basically that'll be done by the end of January. And so I've got 4 books that I read, and those are all noted there. And I put a check mark to say woohoo. And then I go down and you can see there's an audiobook that I finished as well. And then I had some bonus ones, but one of them I wasn't able to get to, and the other one I'm gonna have to move to the next month. And and I had just finished another audiobook, so I'm writing that in here as well. So this is those Post-it notes with this gridded paper that I love using, and I use those on the pages that aren't really useful to me that you find in almost every pre-printed planner. In this case, I think those are national holidays around the world. You can look those up online so easily. It's not something I reference, but I still want to be able to use those pages. So now I'm putting in my February and my hope of what I'm going to be reading. All right, let's get ready for February. Got to get all of our stuff here. Make sure I got my scissors, make sure I got my washi tape. Yep, and we're ready. So we're just going to get into February. I'm marking off the days that are not a part of February on that little monthly calendar with washi tape. I've found that I'm really enjoying this Alice in Wonderland. It has a little bit of gold foil on it. It's blue and gray, and it's fitting really well for that going down the rabbit hole into our new beginning of 2017. So I'll finish out marking off those dates that are empty. And then now I'm going to be focusing on the 14th because it is Valentine's Day month. At least that's the biggest holiday that I know of that's happening right now that I celebrate. I just cut out the rabbit from Alice in Wonderland. He's in a little heart. It's perfect. And then I'm also making my own flag. So I used to spend a lot of money on Etsy, buying all these different color flags and everything. And they just weren't working. Number one, they were a little too big for the space, and I figured how to do these if I just fold the washi in half and cut just like you do a ribbon for, let's say, at Christmas time or whatever. they work perfectly and they're all going to match. And that's really what I was trying to do for these monthly spreads is I don't want them to be overtly colorful. I want them all to be cohesive in the same color scheme. And, I like to be able to note, in this case, I'm denoting that I do have a meeting the following Tuesday after Valentine's that I need to be going to. It's the first with my new job, so I want to make sure I mark that. And I will be using a little what was it? It's like a bulletin board pin, and I'll show it to you in just a second. Really like it. I just put it on. There it is. It's like a little pin that you would find in the bulletin board just to kind of remind me that this is something kind of important and I need to make sure that it's written on here. So my February is not really busy right now. I have a few other things or some birthdays that I need to put down, but otherwise it's pretty open as of right now. But I do figure that that will be changing pretty soon. Now, the next thing that I put in was a little credit card reminder because I do have a credit card bill that's going to be due at the beginning of this month, so I don't want to forget that. So right there is my 2 months together, and if you look, there's a cohesiveness about it, and it's because of the washi tape there at the bottom. I kind of planned out ahead of time, and I'm hoping that all my washi tapes that I've chosen will kind of keep going together, and then you'll see slight changes going forward for the next 2 pages, the next 2 pages, and so on. But basically, here's the color scheme I'm kind of staying with. And I was really hoping, because I wanted to calm down the amount of color. My last year one went a little too crazy, and I spent more time focusing on the colors and spending a lot of money on stickers that I didn't use. So I'm hoping to be able to rectify that this year. So basically, I think that we're almost done. I'm just going to add some hearts here for Valentine's Day in case I really didn't know what day it was. But I'm happy with it. I think that this is going to be where I'm going to leave it. And as I did in January, I'll add to it as the month goes on with more things as they arrive. But here we are. We're done with the first month, and February is just right around the corner if it isn't here already. But first I wanted to go back through and have you look at my Moleskine horizontal weekly planner that I have here is an A5 size. And I've been using this planner for the past almost 3 years now, I think. This will be my 3rd year. And part of the reason that I really like this planner, and as you can see, I'm using it quite a lot, is that it has the appointment side or the daily side on the left, and on the right, it's the to be done side, as I call it. I do a little doodling in here as well, as you can tell. Again, I've been using this. It's a great place for me to be able to put down all the things I need to be getting done. And then it also allows me to put specifically what day I might want to do those on or any appointments I might have. So the last one was quite busy, but this week you're looking at right there is a little bit lighter because that was a vacation week. So, most things got migrated. And then last week I was feeling a little off, a little odd. I wasn't as productive or focused, but I did get a few things done. And so if you see a check mark, that means that item's been done. If you see an arrow like I'm drawing here, that means that basically I'm migrating that item to the next week. It's something that I didn't get completed. And that's one of the things I love about this bullet journal inspired to-do list is by doing it once a week. I'm only writing my to-do list once a week, and I'm really focusing and moving things. I also use it to be able to really note when I'm procrastinating or avoiding something, and either it needs to come off that to-do list and give it up, or I need to focus on it. At the very bottom down here you'll see a to buy list. It's very commercial and capitalistic there, but this is a reminder of things I want to buy, and it also lets me keep track of things I am buying so that I know what's going on. But in the case of a glue stick, which seemed to elude me last week, I must have put that on. That's been on, I think this is my 3rd week for putting glue stick down. Now, what's good and bad is I didn't buy it for 3 weeks. I kept forgetting every time I went out shopping or whatever, but also it never let it completely slip my mind. By the way, I have the glue stick now. So this is my favorite part of the whole planning part is when you open up that first week and or that next week and it's completely blank. It feels like it's a do-over. I can put everything down I need to do and I just forget about what I did in the past and keep moving, and that's something I really like about the planning process. So here we begin, and I will be writing my to-dos, or in this case, some things that I really need to get to work on. So I'm telling myself that this is a very, very busy week and I need to be focused because I just wasn't last week. And then I will continue going down and writing out using my stencil the things that I need to get done to make this a productive week, not just a busy. So now looking for a place to put my little book, which is always what reading I'm doing for the week, and I do like to plan that out, and the to buy, as I mentioned earlier. So here I'm using my stencil just to mark out. I usually try to have 2 books listed, one that I'm working on and the next one that I'm going to pick up afterwards. And then right now I'm putting in my audiobook. So I have these little audio stencil earphones, so that'll tell me what book I'm listening to, and hopefully finishing within the week, if not earlier. So now I'm going to go back in and I am writing in the book that I'm reading right now, which is The Winter of Our Discontent. I have to have that finished during this week so that I can go on to my fantastical February readings. But I'm already starting to listen to the book, The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet, on audio, and that is something I will be listening to also for my fantastical February. I'm flipping back and forth, as you can tell now, just to see what else I need. So that I just placed there was about my credit card. So I have a card that I need to make a payment on, and I need to do that hopefully on Monday, but I definitely have to have it done by Saturday. I'm also using some other icons here just to put in what the rest of the week holds. I have some laundry to do. Blah. In fact, I probably need to go do that. And then I got these neat little televisions. They're old-fashioned televisions, a little bit of telly going there, and that is where I'm going to start putting what I need to film, edit, post, whatever for my channel. So that's a new thing. We'll see how it works out, but I've been wanting to be able to do that to plan my weeks, and when I got these stickers I thought this is going to be perfect for me to have over to the side. So those right there are just some ideas for the things I'd like to get filmed this week and hopefully edited. A few of them edited, a few posted. If you're watching this one, it means this one got posted. Woohoo! And here we are continuing on. There you go. Film, planner, videos. Yep, there they are. Oh, that dreaded laundry came back. So now bring on the washi tape. Yes, it is washi wrangling time. Luckily for me, I don't have that many problems with washi, but sometimes I do. And it's a little bit of that perfectionism that has to go, that it's perfectly straight and that it ends on the page just right. And this is cut out and that is cut out. And, it wraps around. But I do like the way it looks. And that is about the only decorations. And as you can see, I've been trying to use them for January and February. Yeah, okay. I had to leave that. It was crooked and I was going to fix it, and I was like, you know what? Just really get over yourself. And that's the week. The week is done. So there you have it. You have February monthly in my Moleskine and my weekly for week number 5. And as you can tell, I'm not going to be showing every week that I do it, but probably catch back up with you at the beginning of March. Have a great, fantastical February.